Welcome to the new LEGO Family Expert City. This is going to be the tiniest LEGO city I have worked on for right now because I have limited amount of space. And basically all the way over there where the chest is, and don't mind my amount of mess in this basement, it's still working out. We're still moving back into this house. So right now we have the construction scene where the cafe corner is going to be, just where it represents. And then we have the Ferris wheel coming right out of the boss. And yes, it does move. I do have a video for that moving. And then we have the Palace Selma. And then we have the pet shop and apartments. And the French restaurant. The French Parisian restaurant. It's a hard name to pronounce. And then we have the fire apartment taking out a training fire exercise. And yes, that's supposed to represent a fire training exercise, and it's supposed to represent the floor that's on. It's supposed to prevent fire to get to the building. I thought that was a nice little detail I put on there. And yes, I did do a entire remodel on this second floor on this building because I am planning to tame this or make it combined to the back of the Ghostbusters building eventually. But for now, it's just going to be like this for now. But I did put I'm going to have to get another detective's window piece for the detective's office. But I think it works pretty well. I just wish it said fire, fire detectives. Too bad you don't make a piece like that. But for now, that's what I have to deal with. And then I put the tiny little townhouse back there. And then I put the Antique Peach Recovery Center right here. And then like I said, you have the Grand Emporium and then well, my brain got confused, boys. Oh, you hate when that happens, don't you? But we have a construction scene right here. Demolition of an older building. It's supposed to represent that, but right now I gotta still do details for it, because that is actually going to be something I'm going to work on for mock. And the protector's office is here, obviously. And yes, I have some pieces which I actually put there to make it look like the concrete border and got dirty. Because city, if you actually look around on city roofs, that's what actually happens. And you have the Grand Emporium and the Brick Bank over here. And it looks like I said, I have to fit some minifigs. But for now, this is the balls of the Mote Lego City. I got the greengrocer finally, and the new diner set. And like I said, we're still remodeling. This house was not remodeled since 1970s. And yes, that's a pretty old year. So yeah, we got the pirate symbol up there. You see what I'm talking about because we have an old desk back there. And we have the penguin car and the 1950s car, which you guys are absolutely right. That is the best set ever. Through and through, that's the best set. And then yes, everybody's unaccidentally forgetting, you want to actually put a railing right here for extra more detail. Eventually, I will extend this railing over this detail piece, which is the best piece ever. But eventually, I will end up making that piece more highly detailed. But for now, I am limited on the pieces I have because the most pieces I'm using under my table, which you shall see, is used for a certain model, which I'm still collecting pieces for. And I think the Swing Squares cafe looks pretty almost good to the Brick Bank. If you actually look very closely on the side detailing with the trim on the building, you kind of see it. It almost just, if the Brick Bank was up a little bit, that sign for the laundry mat would have almost perfectly matched up with the trim on the Swing Square. Just wanted to get you out that, and yeah. And yes, we have another welder. I have a lot of welders, but right now I just have 2 welders I just got. And I got the camping guy, the emoji person looking dude, which makes impressions, and the selfie guy with the pumpkin. my own little touch, honestly. And then I made the pretzel. Well, obviously everybody has this set and they know it's a pretzel on there, but still. And then I switched up the coffee logo for the present, which would be mostly on that brick bank, or not on the brick bank, but the Granaporium for the sign. So I decided to turn this into a cafe store too. So because it has stores up here, I thought that was a nice little logo for it. And then one thing I don't get about this building, the Green Grocer, which I just noticed, this piece right here, since they actually did these pieces out, 3x3 studs, if you didn't know, and this is 1x2x2 stud, because you leave this gap. But you guys need to explain to me on older buildings why that's left there like that, and the building opens very weird, I just realized. But don't get me wrong, it is a beautiful building. I just don't understand why that was like that. So if you guys can leave a comment down and why that was like that, that would be very useful. And if you ever looked on Emmett's house in the Lego movie, the Granaporium is basically Emmett's house. If you actually modify it to Emmett's actual detail house, because that is actually his house. If you actually look very closely in the movie, when they're actually zooming out this way, you can see a lot of these models in the building. Mostly you guys probably know this, but I wanted to bring that out. The clock tower is actually just a tower stand up on some kind of restaurant or something. That's what I get from it. But yeah, that clock is actually just a big, like some kind of big twig, in my opinion. But this is where we're gonna end the video by this mini square. And nice to get back to you. Oh yeah, thank you everybody who's been supporting me on my channel for 30 subscribers. My big milestone I wanted to get on YouTube. You guys might say, oh, that's nothing. Well, to me, because I'm not a really sociable guy, that means a lot. I got 30 subscribers for this Lego channel, and that means so much to me. I really, really appreciate every one of you subscribing. Like, if you're that out there, and I really appreciate it. And if you want me to try and put your videos out, well, not videos, but your channel out and give you a support, I will do that for you. And yes, but thank you for the 30 subscribers I have. Thank you. And thank you. And then you can follow me on Twitter or Facebook. I don't have any other social media accounts right now because I'm still trying to get those on, but they're very hard when you have unlimited amount of certain things you have to do. And yes, it's very hard because you have to do filling out stuff. But the main subject is, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I really appreciate how many of you guys really love this channel. And this is the Lego Family Expert signing out.